What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and a pretty interesting update to the situation my channel is facing now. A second video has now been taken down under curious circumstances by what I assume is the lawyer for the mother in this particular case, who looked very, very, very bad in various coverage, my coverage and other people's coverage of a bitter custody battle that pitted the child was caught on tape. Just heartbreaking stuff. But I had covered these videos a long time ago. The idea that, everyone had moved on, but this lawyer is now about to find out about the Streisand effect, because they could have just emailed me. We could have talked it over. But now they've taken down 2 videos for community guidelines, and I'm genuinely concerned for my channel. And by the way, I'm really thankful for, various, your support as viewers, as well as the support of sponsors like Private Internet Access, who help keep the lights on here and help me have the confidence to cover stories that may be a little too spicy. Look, it's 2021. If you don't have VPN yet, the one I use is Private Internet Access. I've talked to them. They said that a lot of you have shown your support, and some of you have even gone out of your way to tell them that you saw the ad here. So they've extended their discount for a couple more days. It's a huge discount. You can browse the internet anonymously, keep your data away from big tech, a wide variety. You can access regional content. You can do a ton of stuff with a VPN. If you don't have one, the one I use is Private Internet Access. After the video, use the link in the description or pinned comment below to sign up today. This morning, I got another email. Hi, Quartering. We received a privacy complaint regarding a following video. Sophie is now safe. We did it. And actually, I saw this and I was like, oh, is this the same privacy complaint as the other one? And they say, anyway, so if you believe your content was removed in error, so they removed the video, you can let us know within 30 days of this notice. You could submit the form only once per video. Great. I've had many people whose stories I've covered on this channel over the years who have, didn't like that a lot of people saw that they acted poorly. And so they would try to get my videos removed using privacy complaints, and it has literally worked 0 times out of, I don't know, maybe 50. This one was a little different, though. My guess is it is the lawyer for the mother in this particular situation, because I can't get any help from YouTube. I have asked publicly on YouTube. You could see the last time they responded to me was April 17th. Now, I will send out another tweet politely. Please, if you use Twitter, after you watch this video, head over to my Twitter handle at The Quartering and maybe like and retweet it. Leave a comment. Be nice. This is extremely frustrating and concerning because normally you can just appeal it. So you get this. Now I've got 2 of these, 2 more videos. Important notifications, community guidelines removal. Your content, Sophie is now safe, blah, blah, blah. If you disagree, appeal here. Except the problem is when I appeal it, it says appealing this violation is not available. Now, as it stands right now, YouTube has not given my channel any strikes, and I am thankful for that. But what I'm very concerned is how this puts my channel in standings with them. Is it going to factor into future strikes? Also, why can't I appeal this? Because I should be able to see, part of the big complaint is, the biggest complaint about the YouTube copyright system is that you have to give them your information in order to file a claim. For whatever reason, in both of these cases, in both of these cases, I've not only been not provided with the information of the person making said privacy complaint, but I've been robbed of the ability to appeal either one. Now, I firmly believe that my videos would stand as fair use. This probably wouldn't be under the fair use purview, but I firmly believe that these videos would stand in court. They would be fine. I covered publicly available news stories. I covered a publicly available GoFundMe. Nothing I didn't divulge any private information. Now, had this mother or the representative for the mother emailed me and say, bro, like, can you at least blur out my kid's face? I would do that. I should have done that in the first place, looking back at it, just as a courtesy. You know, you should just do that when you're dealing with youngins and putting their face out on the internet. So I absolutely understand. I would have absolutely understood if they had reached out and said this. In fact, I probably would have just taken the videos down because the story was over. But it turns out the story actually isn't over. It's taken a bit of a dark twist. I found this article from just a few days ago where this Sophie is actually as reported as missing. Now, I want to be careful I don't show any pictures because I don't want to give any. So it says, fears for Sophie. Sophie Long missing. Girl 10 at the center of Stand With Sophie campaign now abducted. This was written on July 21st, and there's been no follow-up. So I don't know if they've even, like, somebody is busy in the background trying to hide all these stories. Somebody with enough power that YouTube is refusing to reply to me, at least thus far, and YouTube has removed my ability to not appeal it. Now, I could tell you that this appeal process is standard. I've never had a situation where I couldn't appeal something. I've had situations where I appealed something and they immediately rejected it, which made no sense because they obviously didn't read my appeal. But in this particular case, excuse me, there's some shenanigans going on in the background, as Lisa would appear. And I would fully like to have these community guideline removals removed from my account. I don't want my account in poor standing. And by the way, you all know how it is. It's hard enough to find my videos. So if YouTube thinks my account is, you know, doing bad things or doing the wrong thing, they're going to bury it. In this new article, a statement made to the Texas Department of Public Safety said, you know, the kid is missing. It's supposed to be with their non-custodial parent. And maybe en route to Arizona, Colorado, Utah, Mexico, or Argentina. So I don't know. I mean, the dad took the kid, and there hasn't been any update to this. Michael Long is supposedly driving an off-white 2010 Ford Edge SUV or a gray van with blacked out windows and an NRA sticker and a black rack on top. Michael Long had arrived at a court custody hearing without her, and she had not been seen since. So is the kid still missing? I don't know. I would love to cover this for you, lawyer for the mom. I would love to cover this. As far as I know, he was awarded temporary full custody, and then now it looks like 50-50. Okay. Had you have reached out to me directly, I would have gladly blurred the face at minimum. I probably would have considered just taking the video down because the story had already run its course. But it actually looks like things have taken a dark turn in this situation, and nobody's covering that. I wonder if somebody's trying to take these videos down. And I don't really appreciate YouTube allowing somebody to manipulate my content like that. Now, I know YouTube owns it probably at the end of the day, but certainly whoever is taking my videos down doesn't own it. Is this kid still missing? I don't know. What I do know is YouTube has not replied to me. It is now, it's been the entire weekend. I know that they're usually a couple days in arrears, but I know if Team YouTube looks at this, they'd probably be able to tell me what's going on. The idea that somebody can just take my video down and I can't do anything about it is extraordinarily, like, don't take my calm tone here. I'm extraordinarily angry. And I feel like I have the right to face whoever's taking this down. Why is YouTube running like ops for somebody? Shouldn't I, if some lawyer sent a letter, shouldn't I be able to see that? Shouldn't I know exactly who's taking down my content and what's going on? This is unacceptable. And I'm asking you, my viewers, please consider sharing the video, the stuff on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Try to get, I'm trying to get Team YouTube to reply to me. And make sure that if you haven't yet, click that red subscribe button down below the video so you can, stay up to date. I'm not going to do any crowdfunding for any legal fees right now, anything like that. I'm hoping to just get to the bottom of this through my own investigation and save the money because, going to court just means, the lawyers get paid. That said, if YouTube is taking my videos down on behalf of somebody without telling me who or why, that feels a little suspicious. And that may be something I want to talk to Half Asian super lawyer Bill Richmond about. So I appreciate all of your support and sticking with the channel. I appreciate you all supporting the sponsors because they're extraordinarily important. I appreciate all of you who back me on Subscribestar or who are members on this channel because it gives me the confidence to go and push back against stuff like this. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.